as an animator here in Raya, in the movie Raya. What were your contributions?
Yes, so as an animator, I'm involved with anything that has to do with the character's performance. So if this is a human character or an animal, we're involved with acting and performance.
Mhm. And what was the significance of having the first Disney Southeast Asian princess to you, having an all Asian cast movie, and you as a Filipino being part of it?
I'm so excited and I feel extremely grateful and just that Disney chose me to be part of their movie. And I'm excited that, for Kelly Marie Tran being the first Southeast Asian princess. So I'm so excited for the world to see this movie.
I know sometimes you don't see the talent, but were you given a chance to just meet them? Yeah, some of the talents.
No, not at all. This movie has been made entirely from home. So uh, Kelly was recording at her own home, and I was animating on my kitchen counter. So yeah, we weren't.
So,
Yeah, we
sometimes
weren't able to work to get. We weren't able to see each other.
Uh, because sometimes the animators get inspiration from the facial expressions of the actors and actresses, so you never even watch them even by Zoom or something.
No, we do have talent recordings, so we do have access to those recording sessions on our computers.
Mhm. So were you inspired by some of the expressions or their habits? Like Aquafina's dragon was really capturing some of her facial reactions as well.
For sure, I feel like that's an invaluable resource. Watching the voice actors do all these expressions, and we also record ourselves and take inspiration from personal experiences and personal recordings as well. So
Mhm. And how was it working with Don and Carlos, the directors?
oh, they were incredible to work with, and they how this movie is centered around trust, and I feel like our directors trusted us to deliver what was needed for this film, and I just can't believe that we were able to accomplish working, animating, and finishing this movie from home.
Hmm. So I know one of the challenges was during the pandemic, you started working on this. What other challenges were there that you experienced?
There's definitely technical challenges, and animation itself in and of itself is hard enough. So having internet issues and technical issues was presents its own layer of challenges. But even though we're all working from home and apart, we were somehow able to collaborate and still, feel like we were a team and we were, together on this. We were a team.
Mhm. And I know a group went to Southeast Asia, traveling to Southeast Asia and capturing some of the highlights in the country. And you're from the Philippines, so what were the Philippine influences that you incorporated in your animation in this movie?
Um, well, I was able to incorporate some things that my mom told me in relation to cooking
Yeah.
Filipino food. So I won't get into any details because I'm excited for the audience to watch the movie. But yes, there were some things that my mom told me, Filipino cooking advice that I was able to sprinkle in the movie.
Ah, okay. Are you a good cook yourself?
I'm trying. There's nothing that compares to, Filipino moms cooking. So uh, I hope one day I'll be able to accomplish that achievement.
Yeah, there are a lot of cooking there, especially when they were making the soup and they're incorporating a lot of stuff. Did you
Yeah.
suggest put some onions, bay leaves, or something?
Yeah.
So, tell me, what other projects have you done with Disney?
I'm excited that this is my first project with Disney. So it's so surreal, and I'm so excited that they to be able to work on this film.
Hmm. And how did you get the gig? I mean, did you apply for it or did they choose you to join them?
I did. I applied through their website, and I when you apply at a company, you put together a portfolio for them. So I've been working on a personal project that was inspired by Filipino culture. And you could see it. I posted it online, but it's about the Bakunawa. So that's the
Oh.
Filipino it's almost like a sea serpent dragon. So and I incorporated the balisong, and like the title was in Baybayin, and it really caught their attention. So I guess that was probably my ticket into Disney somehow.
Tell me more about your origin in the Philippines. Where were you born, or your parents? Where did they come from? What province did they come from?
Yeah, I was born in Mandaluyong, but and I grew up in Makati. But my mom and my dad, they both were born and they met in Tanjay City in Negros Oriental.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And when was the last time you were in the Philippines?
I believe it was a couple years ago for my sister's wedding.
Mm.
That's probably the only reason why I would go back now. If there's a wedding that I need to attend to. But I would love to go back for pleasure and visit all the islands, and it's so beautiful there. I can't wait to go back.
Mhm. Any particular islands that you want to go to?
Palawan, El
Uh,
Nido, Palawan. That's the place to be.
have you been there before?
I have not.
Ah.
I've but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm planning on making a big event for it.
Who are your animation influences? Who influenced you or who inspired you to become an animator?
um, it's, the one person that pops into my mind is Glenn Keane, because he is
Who's
a
this?
legend. Glenn Keane,
Oh, Glenkin, yes.
yeah, he's a legend, and I just love how expressive his drawings are and his passion with storytelling and animation. So I've learned so much from it. I met him once uh, at another company, but it's incredible. He's just so kind, and I'm so excited that I was able to meet him in
Hmm.
person.
And there are a lot of Filipino animators also in Disney and Pixar. Called it Pix Noise. So,
Yeah,
how have you been bonding with them, and have you made friends with some of them already and made them your kuya, tito,
from Pixar.
Pixar or Disney?
Yeah, well, fun fact, I was at Pixar for a month. So I was able to meet some of the Pixnoys there.
Yes.
And yes, they're incredibly kind. And even the Pixar menu would sometimes have adobo on their
Mm.
menu. And I was like, what? I feel like I'm in the Philippines again.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And what kind of advice would you give to aspiring animators who want also to become like you?
Well, I would say keep pushing, keep learning. There's so many resources available online for free. Um, so yeah, just keep hanging on. And when it feels like a struggle, when you feel like giving up, or that it won't matter, that a feeling of self-doubt, I feel like it's only temporary. But if you think about it long term, I feel like it would be so worth it once you achieve your goal. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just keep learning and keep pushing.
Mm-hmm. Have you always wanted to be an animator, or this career became an accident to you, or just it came along like on a plate of hand given to you?
No, I've always wanted to work in animation. I was heavily influenced by animated movies and video games. So yeah, I just thought that, I don't imagine myself doing anything else. Uh,
So when you were a child, you were already animating, you were already drawing.
no, that's the thing. I was not the kid that always drew. I decided I wanted to become an animator. Uh, no, seriously, I took it seriously when I was entering college,
Mm-hmm.
and I got my bachelor's degree in the Philippines, and I only started learning how to properly draw, like the fundamentals, during my senior year.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's definitely something that you can learn. And if for someone out there who feels discouraged, it's a learned skill, and you can get better at it by just keep doing it.
Mm-hmm. And what made you take it so seriously? At what
Well,
point in your life?
well, I guess it was during that time in uh, senior year, because back when I was in school, I was, aside from taking animation for my degree, I was also dancing a lot.
Mm.
So it was, for me, it was like one or the other. I can't focus on both. So I focused my time on animation because it's something that I really wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. And have you seen the movie, and what's your reaction to the movie?
I loved it. It makes me cry every time.
Oh.
I've seen the movie when I first started at Disney, and it was only in storyboard form. And so it was only drawings, and it made me cry so much throughout the film. And see, I just saw it again, you know, during our wrap party this past weekend, all finished, and it made me cry again. So I'm so excited for the world to see it.
Mm-hmm. So your rap parties are on Zoom?
They are, yes.
Yeah. So tell me, what if you had a chance to direct a film yourself, or make a film or animation, what kind of movie would you do?
It would definitely be Filipino inspired. I feel like there's so much, our culture is so rich there, and there's so much, uh, there's a unique perspective when it's centered around Filipino culture. So yeah, definitely something about the Philippines.
Well, thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to meeting you in person one of these days.
Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate it.